The Walking Dead's history has become so muddled after more than 10 years that even the show is unsure of what year it is, as Negan revealed to the Manhattan group in The Walking Dead, Dead City. The most recent installment of The Walking Dead is The Walking Dead, Dead City, which centers on Maggie and Negan's search for her stolen son Herschel. After arriving in post-apocalyptic New York, the two encounter the Croat, the city's sickening villain, as well as the Manhattan survivors. Negan reveals his history with the saviors to the Manhattan group in Dead City Season 1, Episode 3. He says inexplicably that the group was founded 15 years ago. It's remarkable that Negan grants such a long period of time for the occasion given the significance of the saviors to his existence. In actuality, the story's significance of the age gap between 12 and 15 is rather great. More crucially, this sentence implies that perhaps even the writers of The Walking Dead are confused of how everything fits into one timeline. Overall, Negan's statement in Episode 3 supports the fact that The Walking Dead, Dead City's timeline is extremely hazy. The series' intended setting has been rather ambiguous from the first, and Negan's hesitant response only serves to further muddy the picture. When the Croat, a former savior, shows up and kidnaps Herschel, Maggie is already living with Herschel in her new The Walking Dead neighborhood, the Hilltop, at the start of the series. Maggie reluctantly asks the fugitive Negan for assistance, and the two proceed to New York. Herschel's age is a more precise, yet still perplexing, indication of Dead City's time period. In Season 6 of The Walking Dead, Herschel made his debut as an ultrasound technician. In A New Beginning, The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 1, he was then born 2 seasons later. Herschel makes a comeback in Dead City, obviously much older than in the first film series. Though it's hard to tell for sure, he appears to be around 15 years old, although Herschel's age isn't immediately clear. Knowing the answer aids much in setting the time period of Dead City. Maggie's story in Dead City takes set 5 to 6 years at least after the conclusion of The Walking Dead, according to an interview with Lauren Cohan. Season 11 of the original program marked the series' end in 2022. This would roughly match Negan's prediction for Dead City, but Cohan's statement suggests that 15 years rather than 12 would be the minimum. This fits Herschel's age as well. A 15-year estimate would make sense if Herschel is 15 and was born around the time the Savior storyline began. The Walking Dead timeline starts in the year 2010 when it is further broken down. The show moves forward to 2012, the year Herschel is born, by Season 6. The 11th season of The Walking Dead then concludes in 2020. It would be reasonable to assume that Dead City occurs around 2027 based on Negan, Cohan, and Herschel's apparent age. Season 11 would be 7 years and 15 years after Season 6 respectively. Given Herschel's age, the period could perhaps be even longer than 15 years and could be disclosed in the future. Unfortunately, it's likely that the current muddled timeline will get worse with future The Walking Dead spin-offs. The Walking Dead franchise has 2 more spin-offs coming out soon, Darryl Dixon's The Walking Dead spin-off and Rick and Michonne's, respectively. The Walking Dead, Dead City is the most recent of these spin-offs. It wouldn't be shocking if the timeline kept slipping when these shows finally aired. The different settings that are being added, such as Maggie and Negan's New York and Darryl's France, will only make this situation worse. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and give us a like.